I'm surely going to regret this.
So here I am perusing Instagram, and I always come upon really funny clips of people playing this game called Thrill of the Fight 2. And the first game was apparently really fun. I'm still fairly new to a lot of VR, and some friends of mine told me they really wanted to see me play this game. I'm very happy to disappoint them. I'm dead tired. I played Thrill of the Fight 2 and it almost killed me. So a little about me really quick. I'm 38, 6'4", about 240 pounds. I'm definitely overweight and not in the shape like I was 20 years ago. I'm working on it because I want to be able to chase my kid around. But shit, if I didn't think I was in shape enough before I started doing my daily workouts, this game made me feel like I was going to collapse. I have a few years of martial arts and boxing experience, nothing crazy. I've done boxing, some kickboxing, Wing Chun Kung Fu, some karate, a little Krav Maga. Again, only a few years. Last time I did any martial arts was in Wing Chun back in my mid-20s. I honestly miss it. I connected with it the most. I didn't ever want to be a cage fighter, and I honestly really loved Kung Fu as a whole. After some of those Wing Chun school classes, one of the guys there would teach after hours, and people would bare knuckle fight, spar with gear, without. I never really sparred when I did boxing or karate as a kid. I just sort of went to these classes and did the damn thing. I remember the first time I sparred with people around 2012. That's when I got this whole new respect for people who condition themselves to be professional fighters. So flash forward to now. Some basic technique never really went away, but holy shit does that go out of the window when you're in VR. I see a lot of posts about the game besides the funny clips, mostly talking about how people would spam the same punch over and over again and they always win. Now, in the match I actually did, I didn't actually feel like any technique mattered. Punches went through my blocks. I felt like the velocity of my punches that would, really wouldn't connect. They didn't register enough damage, and it was very easy to be disoriented. I also tripped over something in my living room. I have very fast internet, but I still believe some latency also plays a part. There were moments where my opponent was just suddenly behind me, and unless there was just some sort of dodge button, I don't know how he got there, or maybe he was just that fast. The guy I went against, he was just better. I'm not even mad. Unfortunately, you're not going to see the end of this fight because I punched the headset off of my own head when I did this, and it stopped the capture. The guy, I think, noticed something was off about my headset too, and he waited because he saw me adjusting it with my gloves, I guess. So wherever you are, Gorilla Tag Player 141, I salute you, bro. Thanks for whooping my ass so hard that I actually refunded the game. I have read from people that you have to stick with it, but in my opinion, I felt the game was just dangerous for my health. It's not for me, and that's fine. I have never been so winded like this. I actually do physical labor for work. I was winded so bad that it caused me to suffer multiple hours of non-stop coughing fits. Gorilla Tag Player 141 hurt me so much in the virtual world that he almost killed me in real life. I'll say again, he was just better. I enjoyed the fight regardless of how the game made me feel afterward, and I'm not sure if he heard me during the fight wheezing and embarrassing myself. I really think a game like this needs a free trial. I wasn't pressed for $10, but I would rather use this $10 on a different game that won't actually hurt me. Like Pistol Whip. Just kidding, Pistol Whip was also a game that killed my quads so bad after playing it for a solid hour that I fell out of my bed the next morning. Maybe I'm crazy, but I think your brain has a really weird disconnect with your body's signals while you're in VR. Never would I be able to squat that much. Maybe it's just the adrenaline from dodging gunfire or punches, but the next morning after these games I would feel so bad that I would want to call out of work. How embarrassing. I'm definitely one of those people that would get killed at level 1 in Sword Art Online. For fun, I downloaded a game that was free for me on MetaQuest Plus called Dragon Fist Kung Fu. I played a few bot fights, and while I sweat a little bit, I actually had so much more fun playing this one. Yeah, it's a little corny, but I think the fun factor is way more important when it comes to games like this. With Thrill of the Fight, you only have your swings and nothing else, no kicking, jumping, or fun special moves. Dragon Fist has it, and it's also Kung Fu, and I love Kung Fu, and have experience with it. I was actually able to implement some janky Wing Chun principles while playing this game, and it made me laugh much more. This game is apparently multiplayer as well. I haven't tried it, and I'm terrified of it, but maybe at some point I'll give it a go when I start streaming. I think the sound design and the body connects feel way better in this game too. This also just felt much more immersive, and I was able to control my character while sitting. That's a huge plus for me. I'm not trying to accidentally step on my dog or uppercut my wife. Anyway, right now, Thrill of the Fight 2 only has ranked fighting. No single player, nothing like that. You queue in for a fight, and that's it. I think it has potential, but at this point, I'm terrified of ever trying it again. I'll stick to shooters and games that don't have hidden population control agenda. Have you played Thrill of the Fight 2? Let me know your experience. I'll see you in the comments. Leave me the appropriate thumb, toss me a sub, and I'll see you in the next video.